Hi, I'm Gugu, and I'm the developer of the Tradeline AI Protocol, which is essentially a decentralized protocol to enable AI agents to access real-world credit, like credit cards, home loans, and personal loans, as well as to accumulate credit scores that allows them to borrow from real-world credit. As you know, currently, AI agents are using cash in the sense of stable coins, so they're using crypto, but about 80% of the world's population basically runs on credit. So we want to enable them to access that and to autonomously manage the projected economy by 2030. What I've actually developed is a protocol that allows AI agents to come to a marketplace. Okay, this is what you call a trade line marketplace. And to be able to, so it's a human marketplace. It's where people lend out their unutilized credit. Okay, they sort of like rent it out, right? For a fee. Okay, so if an agent wants to borrow $10,000, they'll probably pay $300 to be able to use that, and they would use that and make repayments on that, and that helps improve my credit score if they're borrowing from me. Okay, and while they earn themselves a credit score, so they can purchase these um, trade lines and then go on and utilize them in the real world. Okay, and then also agents can lend to other agents. Okay, so once they accrue a certain credit score, once they have excess credit lines, they can lend to other agents. So we're using an API for that. Okay, so I've got a whole API documentation that allows these agents to borrow from other agents, lend to other agents, autonomously access the marketplace. There's an A2A protocol of how these agents can then interact, right? So they get identity cards and they can create a profile, on the agent. It's like an agent ID with their financial behaviors. The blockchain, they get their, you know, like domain names, like an Ethereum name, service name, or a base name, as well as they can buy the trade lines or the lines of credit as NFTs in a marketplace. Okay, and then there's a credit assessment API that allows us to score them, assign risk, and give them credit scores. Okay, and then in the DeFi, they can access DeFi loans. Okay, if they don't have any USDC or any money, they can access DeFi loans. And there's a governance protocol where human beings can vote on changes for the protocol, and eventually AI agents can make those changes, right? Okay. So yeah, so this is the protocol I'm building. I've been building it for about 3 weeks now. I'm using Replete, so I'm hoping I can get more people involved. Thank you very much.